Namaste, brothers and sisters. A very warm welcome and happy Thursday to all of us. Welcome to Being Heartful Every Day with Swadhyaya. We've been extensively reading on what creates an imprint, which are samskaras. And we've been reading from Daaji's Heartfulness magazine, Daaji's article on kleshas. Kleshas are nothing but mental afflictions. Uh, so let's get ready to read. So Daji mentions that avid, that ignorance, egoism, attachment, aversion or repulsion, and the fear of death are the kleshas that wrap the soul, and and these cause the samskaras because of attachment to one or another. And he says that heartfulness cleaning is the only technique that can remove the mental afflictions or samskaras. Uh, and he says that once we reach the state, then it has no vibration, no nothingness, or the original void, and it is present in the every fiber of our being. So he says that the basic afflictions, which are five, are present in both Hinduism uh, and Buddhism, and these tendencies cloud the mind. So he also says that we cannot remove the afflictions just by meditation alone. And in the old days, the saints used to only meditate and meditate for years and years together. But because of the lack of uh, time and our modern lifestyle, uh, we we rely on heartfulness cleaning technique in order to remove the samskaras. He also mentions that in just one sitting, the samskaras of the lifetime can be removed, provided, we are present and we cooperate. Uh, Here, this is the depiction of the concentric circles of the heartfulness practice. Oh, sorry. I'm not sure what happened. Give me a minute. Just a moment. My system just froze. Let me reload, and I'm sorry for the disturbance. I hope now you should be able to see this. Okay, so let's start. For all of us, the mind is affected by the accumulation of the past, of samskaric patterns and responses that are hardwired into our central nervous system, creating channels that define our thoughts and actions, creating the blueprint of our destiny. Neuroscience also recognizes this. Whatever we have done in the past has formed the habits that determine what we do today, and what we do today determines the future. Every thought and every action is self perpetuating until we remove the root cause. The seeds of our karma are our samskaras, and they carry over from one life to the next by impressing upon the subtle body around the soul. They create vibrational patterns, and so at the time of conception for the next birth, these vibrational patterns draws us to certain parents, culture, life experiences, etc. I have written about this at length in Designing Destiny. And as Patanjali says, virtue brings pleasure and vice brings pain. This is natural cause and effect. To evolve, however, we don't want to be attached to either pleasure or pain, virtue or vice, or any of other dualities of earthly existence, as they are always two sides of the one coin. Ultimately, there is pleasure, there is pain, just as where there is the brightest light, there is the darkest shadow. Duality is part of the physical world, and in yoga, we are transcending our temporal physical nature towards our eternal nature. And while we remain rooted in the emotional baggage from the past, this is not possible. Our mind remains an accumulation of the past. It is worth reflecting on the relationship between samskaras and kleshas. Here is something to think about. The kleshas are an outer expression of the samskaras that accumulate in our field of consciousness. And yet, kleshas also lead to the formation of samskaras. So, what is needed from our side to cut the cyclical loop? So here ends the article, and Daaji has ended this with a question saying, what is it that we have to do from our side so that this cyclical loop of samskara formation removal, and also put these can be put to an end. So this is for all of us to think about. It's 8:58. Let us all prepare ourselves for the universal prayer. I request all of us to gently close our eyes. Please make a resolve that all brothers and sisters are being filled with love and devotion, and real faith is growing stronger in them. हम यह संकल्प लें कि सभी भाई बहन प्रेम और भक्ति से भर रहे हैं, और इनमें सच्ची श्रद्धा दृढ़ होती जा रही है। Just wait for the next. Thank you so much for joining in this session, and see you tomorrow at 6 a.m. Let us ensure we complete our bedtime prayer uh, so that we are connected throughout the night with the Master and wake up afresh for the morning meditation. Have a nice rest of the evening. Shubhratri.